video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at Dondozo in the Open Ultra League. Thanks so much for all the battles I got sent here as well. Couldn't take all of them because there were so many people asking me for battles or like trying to send me battle requests. So thanks so much to everyone here. But also, yeah, thanks to I think also PV Patrick who sent me raid invite towards this Pokemon. I wanted to showcase this Pokemon actually tomorrow, or like in, I don't know, like 6-7 hours from now on. But yeah, I was still just awake now, and I was like, if I get a raid invite already for this Pokemon, I should just showcase it immediately. And so yeah, today we're going to take a look at this Pokemon here. We're going to have an interesting team. I just built my Shadow Kingdra, which is a Pokemon that I will most likely use as well for the upcoming season with the recent buff on it. So that's why I thought, why not use it here already? And we're going to have the Corviknight in the lead. This team has a few issues. There's like, for example, the issue against electric-type Pokemon. But again, I didn't actually prepare a team here directly in the beginning. I just tried to build something fast as, for example, like I just didn't have the time. I didn't really expect to make the video now. But also, if you appreciate this video, if you appreciate showcases for new Pokemon, then feel free to leave a like. It helps me out a ton. It is free, and honestly, you just support me as a creator. But we want to take a look here now at the next opponent. One thing that I have issues with recently is with a 1-turn fast moves to get to charge moves at perfect timing. A lot of times I feel like 1-turn fast moves quite clunky in terms of getting to the charge move afterwards with it. So you're gonna see me actually quite often here today as well. This is something that happens to me as well outside of those battles here, like when I actually play in my normal GO Battle League battles, where I just kind of have that issue where, I don't know if that's the same for you, where if I just tap and I try to swap out, if I want to go for my own charge move, it just takes more and more turns, even though I feel like I already tried to swap out way earlier. Anyway, we're going to take a look here now at Octazooka. Octazooka, a move that is not recommended anymore next season, but also a Tornadus is not really recommended here for the Open Ultra League. But we will see the KO from the opponent. We're going to swap out into our Corviknight. We will be able to farm down something here at least. And we're going to still have our own Dondozo on the back. They're going to reveal the Moltres here. We can go for the Sky Attack and we can go into the Dondozo, which should be able to kind of survive this. And hopefully we have enough fast move pressure here to win this battle. But I know that I'm going to have to no-shield one move, and I'm going to just no-shield the first move, which is going to be the payback, which is then not really ideal. If I just shield up the other move, at most I would be even better. Like, I won't say what matter just to shield there. It is alright. Let's take a look at the opponent though. We're going to have here them using a shield as well against the Surf. I am going to try to go for the full farm now, which works out, and with that, we're actually going to be able to win the battle. And here, next opponent is someone who I coach. They actually had Legend already as well while coaching. Shout out to you. I still am not Legend. I actually lost quite a bit of ELO the last 2 days. It's Catch Cup that I'm playing. I have a single move Pokemon, a Pokemon that's absolutely not meta, and a Giratina on my team. So, my team isn't really ideal there. But I hope I can hit Legend still in the last week of the season, because it would be actually the first season ever where I did not hit Legend. Like literally the first season ever. One big thing though that I have to say as well, why I haven't hit it yet, and I know a lot of people have struggles as well, but I know that for me, especially in the last few days, it was quite some pain. It's like the 1-turn lag. Like the 1-turn lag literally cost me 5 games today. Like literally straight up lost me 5 games. And that is completely changing a positive day into a negative day. So it's kind of annoying. Anyway, we're going to see here the Bellybolt. Bellybolt, it just goes down there, completely destroying us. They're kind of, yes, we have that weakness. And yes, we're going to be in a position here right now that I don't really want to be in. There's not really a lot that we can do about this scenario here. We're still going to have here our Dondozo, which we can use as our potential shield here, basically. The thing is, Dondozo actually has quite some solid bulk. It is not the best bulkiest Pokemon, but also we don't have the best IVs because you can only get them through trading. But this Pokemon itself is honestly quite very bulky. To the point where maybe even can take a hit here. Fusion Bolts coming through. They are gonna go for the charge move here, and it's not going to be enough to knock us out. Showcasing again that Dondozo actually has quite a little bit of bulk, and I kind of enjoy this Pokemon here quite well. Like this, it's such a cool Pokemon to run. Next up, we're going to have the Florges in the lead, which is going to be a great lead for us. They're very likely going to swap out here, and they're going to swap onto the Feraligatr. And I wanted to catch the move here because it would be double resisted, but they don't really allow me to do that. So that's kind of annoying because now they're going to go for the Ice Beam, and now they can go for the Hydro Cannon actually as well in order to get the KO against us. But I kind of really would like to play that out here, and so I decided to use a shield. And we have now the charge move coming through from us. This is going to allow us to knock them out here, guaranteed. Unless they're going to use a shield, which they're going to do now. And they're going to get the attack drop here, which is actually quite nice. Because now we're going to use a shield as well. And I should be able to just win this matchup still. I can now align myself here, which is going to be very, very much important. And let's see what's coming in next. It's going to be the Annihilate. I have an answer here in the Corviknight, having some flying type damage coming through. But is it going to be enough here? It is not going to be enough to knock them out. And so I'm going to let them go for a move, and then I'm going to try to swap out, trying to force them at least, to swap out of, their own matchup here. But as we all see here, they decide to just stay in here. That is going to be a bit more tricky for us. This is going to be the right choice coming through from the opponent. Florges is coming in here. This is going to be a bit more, I guess, of a neutral matchup, but we're going to have like the issue here that our Pokemon are just not really good aligned. It's going to be very tricky here. And as you see, the opponent is going to be able to go for the Trailblaze here, nearly knock us out, and we don't have the perfect alignment that we would need here. We still have a great answer in the back though. We're going to get the shield here, which is kind of cool. But now it's Corviknight against kind of the rest of the world here. We're going to have here the Floor just going for the Moonblast. They're going to do so much more damage, and they're going to be able to catch the move here onto the Annihilate. If we would have been able to just go for the full farm here, we would have been totally fine against the Annihilate there. But in comes the Florges, and they're actually going to be able to still win this battle. Yeah, this could have been maybe a win, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's a friendly battle. I'm happy with that. Shouts to you. Let's move on to the next opponent. We have a great lead here, and this was, for example, one of those battles where I've just felt like I wanted to swap out already. Here, I was kind of alright. I kind of want to let them go for a charge move first before I swap out. So, like, everything is okay. I know that I have to realign myself, so I'm going to have to go into my Kingdom. You see me multiple times, just tapping multiple times as well on the, swap out button, and that just doesn't really react in time. I don't know why. But we're going to be able to just shield here for sure. We got to see that there is going to be the Dragon Claw coming in, and we can try our best to go for the full farm down, but I guess I know that I tried to tap on my screen as well at this point already to go for the Octazooka. I didn't want to go for the full farm, I wanted to get the knockout beforehand. But I guess maybe my phone just didn't register because I didn't see the tap at all there on the screen. So it could well be the case that my phone just didn't register, which is nothing to do then with Pokemon Go. It's just kind of the phone itself. So I don't know. We're going to see here 2 charge moves coming through here. We're going to get them low, but not low enough. They can go for the full farm down, which means we are going to be forced to go into the Corviknight. The Corviknight is going to be able to take the hit there. We can take another hit. But it's not really ideal because we're 2 shields down, the opponent isn't. So the opponent is going to reveal now they have Dragapult in the back. And if I just got the move off when I tried to tap it, I would have been totally fine here. But like this, we're going to be in a very, very tough spot. As you see, this is going to get the shield there. We're going to be able to swap out into the Dondozo. Dondozo, very, very bulky Pokemon. We can take a hit quite easily. But it is as bulky as you could like take 2 hits. As you're going to see here, they're going to get us kind of low. And we sadly have the CM Pitta here. If we would have won the CM Pitta, we would have won this battle here straight away. But like this, they're going to be able to just knock us out. Well done from the opponent. And yeah, as you're going to see here, this is going to be it for this game. And we can move on to the next opponent. Next up, we're going to have the Gustlord in the lead. That is going to be an interesting one, I would say. This is going to be generally a very good one here for this Corviknight. We are going to be able to take the hit. Brutal Swing is going to come through. Again, this is going to be a little bit more annoying next season because you're going to generate more energy, which means Crunch is going to fly a little bit more often here out of that Pokemon. But as you can see here, we're going to have Corviknight still against the Blastoise. The Blastoise has a hat on, which I always appreciate. As you can see here, the Hydrocan is going to get shielded from us. Hydrocan is just too strong. As we can now go ahead and go for that Sky Attack, doing so much damage. And we will see here as well that the opponent is still going to stay in. They're still going to go ahead and go for the Ice Beam. But we're going to be able to go for nearly the full farm down. The opponent swaps out of here. We can go ahead and try to debuff them here as well. Let's see, the Octazooka is coming in. We are not going to get any debuff. We're only going to have our Tornadus, which is not even as ideal here now. And we are going to most likely lose this battle unless there's something crazy happening. Maybe we are going to be able to get the charge move off against the opponent. That is going to be kind of crazy here, as this is going to allow us to get them super, super low. But they're still going to go and for another charge move here, which is alright. We can take the hit. We have still our own Dondozo, and they're going to have the Teflosion in the back, which is going to be okay for us. We should be able to just go for like 9 fast moves and then try to go for their charge move here. And I think it's I think we went for 6, but alright. Let's take a look here. We're going to have the Surf coming through. It's going to knock them out. And as we will see, they are going to still have the Gaslight in the back. We can go for the full farm on there as well. No, it depends on what they have in the back. Is it something we can beat this year with, let's take a look here, Dondozo is going to be able to take down 2 very hard-hitting Pokemon. As you can see here, we are going to be able to go for the Surf against the opponent's Feraligatr, and so yeah, I didn't really leave that out there. Just, yeah, impossible for them to win this. Next up, we are going to see here the Solgaleo in the lead, which is very, very difficult. Yeah, for us, our lead is going to be weak to the fast move of this Pokemon. Our Say-Sops are alright, but like also not the greatest there. And as you can see here, we're going to have the Octazooka coming through. It's going to do a little bit there, and we can try to go for a shield here actually to even get more out of it. We're going to be able to go ahead and go for the full farm. In comes here now the Solgaleo. Going to be able to go for another charge move here. Hopefully we're going to get the debuff here with the Octazooka. This is going to allow us to get them low. But as you see here, we're going to have our Dondozo in now. We're going to have the Mr. Mime coming in. They're going to be memeing a little bit here, which is alright. But yeah, sorry if it's over more than 3 AM here for me currently. I don't even know when this Pokemon actually got released, but I kind of want to get the video out as soon as possible. Ironhead's coming through here against the opponents. Mr. Mime, which is going to be alright. Another Ironhead's coming in next. The Dondozo itself, by the way, if you want to have a little bit of an opinion towards this Pokemon, the Dondozo is actually a very, very cool Pokemon. This Pokemon has quite some solid bulk. The issue is, it doesn't really have the moveset that you really would like to have. Like, it doesn't have the coverage you want to have, it doesn't have a great fast move, it doesn't even have really the greatest charge moves, but the Pokemon itself has actually really nice bulk, and really just needs like a little bit of an upgrade in order to make this Pokemon top meta. But still, I'm kind of impressed of the bulk of this Pokemon. I didn't really expect that it would be that bulky, but I guess it kind of makes sense based on the main series games, where this Pokemon dominated competitive play before. And yeah, then more times it was just sitting on the field and didn't really need to do damage or anything like this, but yeah, as well as like this Pokemon can be quite bulky. As we will see here, we're going to have the Mandibuzz. This is usually a bad matchup, but because they're running the flying type fast move, we are going to be actually in a very solid spot, as this is going to be not doing that much damage. And we can try our best to go for some harder hitting moves afterwards. We're going to have here this guy coming in again. And yeah, we're going to be able to just go ahead and let the move go. Dark Pulse coming in. And we are going to decide to go for another charge move, I think, here. Let's see. It is going to be the Dark Pulse coming in here. And we're going to be able to go for another charge move. This is going to be alright. This is going to allow us, at least here, to do some solid damage still. And as you see here, the Swampert is coming back in. If you're gonna get the drop here, it would be absolutely perfect. Let's see on how this is gonna go. It is going to be the Octazooka coming in. We're gonna get the drop, which means we should be able to just, yeah, take those sludges like it's nothing. We should be able to take another one even afterwards as well, without really any worries. And so, yeah, that is kind of cool, at least, as we will see the sludge from coming in. We are going to be able to move on to the next one soon-ish, but we're going to have here actually the Venusaur still in the back. Venusaur, quite a bulky Pokemon, quite a bit of a difficult Pokemon to take down, but I guess like maybe this Pokemon has some play at Tornadus unless it's gonna get like farmed down. But yeah, we're gonna see the shield coming in here as well. We are going to be able to go ahead and go for a charge move here as well. This is going to be alright, and we're gonna be able to go ahead and try to go for another one. But yeah, I hope we're going to be able to beat this opponent's Venusaur. I was actually messing a little bit around here. I know if I would have just shielded, I would have won this battle immediately. But I can't wait to see what Dondozo going to be able to do. I wanted to try to catch some moves. I wasn't able to do that, which is kind of annoying. And I am going to be able to now go ahead and use a shield. It's going to be the Frenzy Plant, and we are going to, yeah, just stay like this. We're going to have the Frenzy Plant coming through. We'll see that we're actually going to be able to win this battle, which is something that only rare amounts of wild type Pokemon can achieve like this. But as you can see here, we are going to be able to win in this battle. Good game to the opponent, and we can move on to the last opponent for the day. Next up, we're going to have another Cordelian lead. Last time around was a little bit worse there, but we are going to see here as well that we can go ahead and go for Iron Head in order to go ahead and get that shield. We're going to be able to still go and let this next move go. It's going to be a back and forth here now. But eventually there's someone going to either swap or die. So let's see how this is going to go. We are going to see here the Rock Tomb. I want to go for the opponent, but they're actually going to win the CMP tie, which is something that I didn't know. I thought we actually would be able to win this one. But as you see, This is going to be a bit more awkward. I will go ahead and still go for another shout move against the Lostheart. Being super effective should be totally fine. And as we see here, this is going to be the Pulk here that, yeah, is going to be a bit more tricky. We will see here the Moonblast coming. But yeah, as you can see here, the opponent's good spot. We're still going to be able to get to a move here. It's not really too threatening. And we're going to be able to go for the full farm down. While having realignment, while having energy on this Pokemon, we will see the yeah, nice water type move here coming through as well, Octazooka. And maybe it would have been better to go for the Outrage or just one-shot the opponent there, which most likely would have been better. As you can see here, there's going to be the Dondozo coming in. We're going to try our best to fully farm them down. And funny enough, it doesn't work out, but we're going to see the swap out here now into the Jellicent, which makes it not really way better, because we had nothing to really hit the Jellicent with. So yeah, as you guys see, we are going to be able to just go ahead and yeah, let them go, let them do whatever they want to. The stuff's coming through here. It's going to allow them to take a force break because they're going to get KO'd. And it's going to be not just Dondozo, and I don't think that Dondozo itself is going to be enough to knock out the opponent's Pokemon here. This is not really looking too good. We are going to have the Jellicent Slab against us, and this is going to be a bit more tricky. This is going to be the Shadow Ball coming in. It's not going to be enough to knock us out, but can we still get to a hard-hitting higher mark of the roof? They know we cannot, and this is going to be it for this video here as well. Yeah, interesting meta here. Dondozo, kind of cool if it doesn't encounter something that like resisted, but that's kind of obvious. But very good, yeah, otherwise. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you then. Bye bye.